Hi everyone, it's Xiao here. As you can see here, I'm trying to assemble the plate, not the support for the steel plates of the 3D printer. Just to let you know, guys, I skip a portion of videos. That one's approximately 1 hour, if not a fast forward. So because that video just recording me struggling to level the 3D printer, so I just skip that part. So I just put this one instead. When you're trying to assemble the support plate for the steel plate, it's it's not that easy. The reason is that, as you can see later, you need to put a special bearings onto that supports, and it's not just put that bearing onto that support. You have to align that bearing in some way that's according to the manual, in order not to damage the bearing or the rod. And then you need to attach that bearing to that support by using the screw, by using screws with Allen key, with Allen key. That that is just hard to do. Here I'm trying to I was trying to assemble the y-axis motor. So again, you need to insert some metal nuts into the 3D printing parts. In this case, I think it was relatively okay to put the nuts into that 3D printing parts, and then you need to attach that 3D printing parts to the motor, and then attach the motor to the the frame. Okay, so it's not a difficult step. It's quite easy. Okay. So in here, I because I skipped some parts of the video, you see the frame has a part already attached to the section with long extrusions. That part is used for is used to attach the belt. Okay, so basically it's a plastic part that has a bearing inside. So you just insert the belt into that part and then attach to the motor on the other end. And that's what the belts then connected to the support plates. Okay, so hence the motor can drive the support plates on the y-axis direction. The whole process to install these belts and the support plates is not easy. As I said in my earlier videos, if you don't have the time or patience, I would suggest you to purchase the entire 3D printer instead. It's quite time consuming to assemble. Yeah, but having said that, along the process as you progress, when you try to assemble them piece by piece, you do have a sense of accomplishment along the way. That's quite nice. That's something money cannot buy. Okay. You see the holes, the three holes on the support plates. That's used to put a bearing. Okay. Okay. And the bearings are packaged in plastic bags, and the plastic bags are filled with the lubricants. So when you try to do it, maybe you need to wear some pants or clothes that you can throw them away because you might get some oils attached to your clothes. Okay. The video doesn't show me trying to take out the relevant screws and nuts on the desk. So again, that's quite tedious. To assemble the printer, it's amazing to see so many parts are there in the printer, especially nuts and bolts. Of a lot of them. Okay, and also it's a good idea to have a ruler in matrix with you. So in that way, you can measure the length of the screws. Okay, so if the screw says M10, that means the length from the tip of the screw to the head, it's 10 millimeters. Okay, so in that way you won't get mixed up by choosing the wrong by picking the wrong screws to assemble the printer while you're trying to assemble the printer. So it's a good idea to have a ruler with you to check. I mean, the whole process looks simple, but in reality, it's not it's not simple to do. Okay, it requires some efforts and some thoughts along the way. And sometimes in the manual, it doesn't explain to you how to do it. I think the difficulty is mainly due to the 3D printing parts, and they are quite rigid. And and sometimes you just don't know how to put this one in and how to align them in proper direction. It was quite hard. I can show you. You will see later. So while I try to attach bearing along I think what they call z-axis, or I think z-axis or y-axis or x-axis, that was quite hard to do because the manual doesn't say how you do it, how you could do it. But I found a way by using the cap of a ball pen to help me to achieve it. I mean that's why sometimes you need to think when you try to assemble the printer. So it's not easy. Okay, so you can see me struggling to do it. The reason being, I think the best way is to align the supports vertically, and then put on the bearing, and then you secure the bearing with the like clamp, and then you put screws in, and then you screw them up. Because the screws is attached to a nuts, and that's quite hard to operate vertically. Yeah, it was quite hard. Okay, it requires some time to get it done properly. Also, you need to remember your bearing need to be oriented in certain way. That's according to the manual. So if you don't hold your bearing, or if you don't hold your bearing when you try to screw the screws, and sometimes the alignment is off, and then you need to adjust. So that requires time. And there are three of them, so you can see that really requires some efforts to do it. Okay. I'm dividing the video into several parts, otherwise it will be too long. I see you guys in the next parts. Cheers.